confidence. One of the most misunderstood ideas of our times, especially our times. We used to take confidence as a thing that we get after we succeed, something that we get after we will be having all the answers to the questions. But what if confidence is not the starting point at all? What confidence only comes when we start to move? But we always used to say, I'll do that when I'll be ready. I'll apply when I'll be ready, when I'll be confident. But confidence is not a starting point. We tell ourselves, or we mostly wait for the versions of ourselves that are always ready. Ready enough to move, ready enough to speak, ready enough to lead. But we never get ready. We always feel insecure. We always feel weak. We always feel there must be need most improvement and all. So what outcome is we stays behind and always we get late. Hi everyone, this is Dr. Kainat Gohar, and I was the one who was weak, who was sick, unsure, hesitant. I was also a very shy kid, but there were the times when I was battling life myself, being a doctor, now a doctor, but that time I was a severe patient, and I was battling life, and I was told to quit just to live. But that was the time when I chose not to quit, not just to live. I survived. Not because that was easy, that was comfortable, just because that was honest. Because we used to take readiness oftenly as a thing that we used to protect ourselves from the fear and from the afraid. That was the time when I chose to compete, not with the others, but compete with the version of me that was told to give up. And that doesn't mean I wasn't afraid. I was pressurized. I was battling pressures, failures, comparisons. But instead of quitting, I chose to move on anyway, not recklessly, but with intentions, belief, and faith. So I want to say you all, keep on moving. If I can be here from there, I was the one who used to attend TED Talks at British Council and used to be inspired from the speakers. So if I can be here, if I can achieve something other than my domains, other than medicines, a lot of people used to say, how you are into technology when you are a doctor. I can be. I'm the first Pakistani trainer of blockchain in healthcare. So if I can be here, you guys can be here too. Because life only rewards those who keeps on moving. Life is very cruel. This world is very cruel. They will leave behind you. No one cares for your weaknesses. No one cares for your perfect time that we used to wait for. So just keep on moving. Because when we wait, there's always a cost of waiting that no one talks about. The cost of unrevealing potentials, the cost of the ideas that we never initiated, the cost of the words that have silenced just because we used to think that I must wait, I must have more investment, more amount, I must have more degrees to start, I must have specified degree to go into that specific directions. No, you are the generation Z now, and you can go in every dimension you want to go. So just keep on moving so that you cannot regret, because regret is the thing that we always do about those things we never tried. We always regret those ideas that we never communicated. We always regret that words that we never spoke loudly. We always regret about the ideas that just remains behind in our notebooks or note apps in the phones or late night thoughts. We always regret those things that we never tried. So just take the steps and try it. not to regret, because regret is the major thing that used to make you feel weak, that make you feel ended. So just move on, start before you are ready, because if you are not ready, it doesn't mean that you are reckless or you are doing something bad. It means that you are accepting that you are going to do mistakes in front of the public, in front of the people. When you will be afraid of the judgment, you will be afraid of the, how people will think about me, you can never ever start. And okay, let's think about the first time you have ever made a meaningful thing in your life. The first time you spoke in the public, the first time you lead some group, some organization. Were you ready at that time? No. You were scared, and you also had the hope to do your best. So that combination of hope and fear, that was the turning point of your life. That made you. So move forward and create impacts, because impact will make you different from others. Impact is the thing that we use to inspire others, right? Just take the time out, and rather than thinking that, how do I look, how do I can do good for myself, just think about how can I make impact for others? How can I create change? Because you are the students, you are the future. So how can we create impact? By creating our actions, because action speaks louder than our words. And when we follow someone, we do not follow their words. Maybe we even not follow the words of our parents or our teachers. We follow their actions, what they do. We follow our leaders, their actions. So try to make your actions more positively, more actively, so you can create an impact, because actions are the most important thing we used to find in others. We always used to say about that we must have the mentor like that, we must have the leader like that, we must have the teacher like that. So why not we develop all those traits or all those things in ourselves? I always used to say, be the leader you wish you had, to create or to develop all those skills in ourselves. So just create the impact by your actions. Let us have a small activity of power of action, and then we will end. I'll be counting till 3, and you will have to clap with me on each count, right? Ready? 1, 2. Wait. I never said 3. That's the power of action. Thank you so much.